Sea of Thieves is an insane game. I mean, if you're not playing it, I bet you have a job or a fulfilling life. There's simply so much to get done in this game, but the real fun is stealing from people who are temporarily still alive. Why would I work to grind out the PvE when I could just forcibly borrow loot from people who have minimal hand-eye coordination?
Did you just jump into the water?
Soon, you'll be destroying filthy casuals who are just trying to have fun, but first, you need to learn how to play. You start the game at the Maiden Voyage.
Once you're in good health, we'll speak properly.
Oh yeah, thanks man, I appreciate it. Let me just peel this banana really quick. Oh god, that can't be right. I have no idea why I got sidetracked chasing chickens with my map, but watching this footage back, I'm starting to realize why people don't like me. After the Ghost of Christmas Past forces me to fix my boat, I set sail. This game's tutorial might be confusing and uninformative, but the opening cutscene with the waves and the sun reflecting off the water hits more different than a fentanyl-laced gummy worm. Oh god, that is the last time I'm taking alcohol from the ditch outside. As I spawned at my first outpost, I grabbed the voyage and have acquired my very own treasure map, and then I stopped doing treasure maps because they're useless. For a pirate game, Sea of Thieves has almost no reward for actual treasure maps, and the real profits come from world events. Eventually, I managed to experience a thought for the first time since I downloaded the game, and realized that there might be something valuable under the huge skull in the sky, so I can't wait to get my grubby little fingers on some more pirate coins. As I step foot on the newest activity to fuel my loot addiction, I see your normal, everyday skeletons. But what's that? A skeleton holding explosives! I gunned down the skeleton like he was planning on using that keg for a second tragedy and have my best idea yet. I should put the keg in my mast! No one will ever look up here. I don't understand how this could have happened. As fun as PvE is in Sea of Thieves, with variety content such as shooting skeleton, and alternatively, stabbing skeleton, I decided to start queuing Hourglass instead. Although the first few fights made me want to tie myself a rope necklace, I gradually improved at the game, something I've never done in real life. It was around this time I began to realize that people who intentionally spent money on a pirate game involving things being stolen by pirates really do not like getting their video game treasure taken from them. GG's guys.
Dude. Now all the pirate game treasure is mine.
Now, I should mention Sea of Thieves has a little glitch problem. Observe. Now, as the perceptive viewer may have noticed, most people can't swim this fast. That's because Sea of Thieves has a few of these fun features that make my boarding addiction a little easier. Glitches are a little controversial and a lot of people see them as an unfair advantage, but obviously they don't remember back in the 1700s when Blackbeard used the fish launch to board enemy boats. This is basic history. While we're talking about glitches, I wanted to go over some of the ones I know. These get patched frequently, but there are more glitches than I have brain cells, so at least 3. There are glitches for PvP like the fish launch, glitches for PvE with infinite gold, some weird glitch where this guy called me a loser, not sure what that's about. As far as some of the other glitches go, you used to be able to grab the harpoon from the water to board an enemy boat, when a wave would raise you up the way your sense of self-worth never could and you would be close enough to grab the prompt. You can no longer do this from the water, but it is possible if you're in mid-air or touching the ground. There was silent boarding too, so you didn't alert the enemy crew with a splash noise when you grabbed the ladder, but they took that out. And then people just found another way to do it. Luckily, we have an opinion on silent boarding from a real-life Sea of Thieves player. Excuse me, sir, how do you feel about silent boarding?
It's about 4 out of 10, honestly.
Thank you, that's all the time we have. Now it's time we talk about the player base. There are 3 different types of Sea of Thievers. But Grim, I hear you ask, wouldn't there only be PvPers and PvEers? That makes 2 kinds of players. That's a stupid opinion and you should be ashamed. Please stop talking in my video. There are actually 2 additional categories to PvP. You have TDMers and Naval Mains. Now, you can assume there's already something deeply wrong with both groups because they've decided to play PvP in the first place. I should mention I am a filthy TDMer, so my opinion is very untrustworthy and anything I say can and will be used against you. Wait, that's not. The problem with TDMers is the spam booting. Nobody wants to deal with a ship that's full sailing in circles while there's someone repeatedly launching out to your boat. The best option to deal with TDMers is to respectfully ask them to boot a little less so the fight doesn't take as long. Just like this guy.
Like everyone else plays the game.
What do you mean, dog? Why are you so angry already?
You're a fucking loser. Go touch grass, you fucking little.
And then the problem with naval mains is, oh, what's that? The video's over, and you should also subscribe. That's crazy.